Hi there, YouTube. Remarkable Republican here, bringing you the truth-flavored bias. I would like to talk about G-Man today, and I need to preface this by saying that I'm a big fan of G-Man. He does great work here on YouTube that I can't do. So I'm a Christian, but because of my work obligations, I'm in business, and because I haven't had a lot of life experiences such as suffering from various perversions which would make me able to, I guess, relate to people, or, having a prison sentence like Rand Campbell or something like that, I can't relate to certain people to help them in a way that somebody like G-Man can. Anyway, I just want to share with you something which I think will help G-Man's cause and help him to have a better outreach with the atheist community. So I've noticed something weird about G-Man a while back, and I've been thinking about it, and also noticed that there's something's odd about the title of his ministry, which is called Preaching to the Choir Ministries. So one weird thing about the word choir is that depending on what part of the country you live in, the word choir is often pronounced fairly similarly to the way that the word queer is pronounced. Now, usually choir and queer are two separate words, but they are related, because as we know, most choirs, which are mostly male, most of the members are in fact homosexuals. Now, G-Man preaches to the choir, which normally that phrase means that he's talking to like-minded people who share his values or already know what he's saying to be true. But since he addresses his videos to atheists, and we know he's not an atheist, we have to wonder what he means by this. So let's try to figure that out. Follow my reasoning here. So, contextually speaking, G-Man is almost 40 years old. He's unmarried, he never has been married, and he shows no obvious interest in women. He also tends to revel in male companionship, whether that is in male-dominated Google Hangouts that he holds on his channel, or with people like Veckel or Brett Keane, or he even goes on shows like The Drunken Peasants, where all of the cast members are known bisexuals and homosexuals. And he really seems to enjoy this male companionship a great deal. He also is known to compete in his personal life in athletic competitions, which are another form of male bondage. And he seems to really enjoy these things the same way like kids enjoy kickball. But G-Man is not someone who's normally interested in childish things. He normally deals with very weighty subjects, and he does so in an intelligent way. So this isn't somebody who's just some sort of simpleton who enjoys really basic activities. So the only thing I can draw out of this, the only rational conclusion, the only logical thing that one can think about this, is that G-Man is a gay homosexual. Now, and that would make sense of preaching to the choir ministries. Otherwise, how would he be preaching to any choir that's like-minded with him? And I think what we see is that his idea is that most atheists choose atheism because they're gay, and they don't want to have to give up being gay. But G-Man can serve as an inspiration if he'd just be more forthcoming about his perversion, because he is living proof that having gay tendencies and the desire to be gay doesn't mean that you have to choose the gay lifestyle. And what we see with G-Man is we see somebody who's able to put aside his own gay desires in order to serve God and fulfill a higher purpose. Now, again, I'm not pointing any of this out to disparage G-Man in any way. I'm a big admirer of his work, and I think that he does good in the world. But what I do want to show is that for those of you out there who disparage him and stick with atheism because you feel like you can't possibly part with your gayness. G-Man is out there doing this, and he is not only doing it, but doing it very publicly in order to help you. So if he can do that in public, then I think it's not too much to ask for you to be able to do that in private. Now, while I do have some reservations about the idea of a gay minister, how somebody who has these perverse urges can be truly moral, I do applaud G-Man's efforts to overcome his perversion and help out deluded atheistic sinners who, fall prey to evolutionism and these other myths, which are just these lies put out there to trick deluded, depraved minds. I just think, I wish what G-Man would do, and G-Man, if you're listening to this, please pay attention. I think you need to be more explicit about who you are and how you are, what kind of gay impulses you have, because I think that that would make you more compelling to your audience. I think that if they know the internal struggle that you have, they will respect you more, and they'll be able to relate to you, because a lot of them are also gay. So, for somebody like me, it's like, I really want to help gay people. I think that I don't like discrimination against gay people, although I am for it on a legal level. I don't like it on a personal level, but because I'm not into men, I can't really explain to somebody, how they overcome it, because I don't know. I've never had to do it. But somebody like you can really go out there and be a force for good and help people live a better life. You have that ability that somebody like me doesn't have. And I think that we should really admire you and support you. So even if you're afraid that coming out of the closet will lessen your moral authority, I wouldn't worry about that, because we all know that you're on the right side and we understand your struggle, and as fellow Christians we will stand by you and support you from any attacks that the atheist community tries to level at you. So that is just my video on G-Man and his ministry. This has been Remarkable Republican, bringing you the truth with truth-flavored bias.